Just kidding. I absolutely was not. Actually, quite the opposite. I was not banned from Watch of Realms. Things are beautiful with Moonton. I had my test server reinstated 2 days ago, as well as my live test server. For anyone who does not know what I'm talking about, I had a temporary thumbnail on this video, only kept it up for a few minutes, but really just to clickbait the haters, because honestly, get wrecked. This was a great win. It's been an interesting couple weeks, but we are so back in a big way. Expect a ton of test server content. For anyone wondering, this was the original thumbnail. I think I'll keep it up for like 20 minutes. I already have the real thumbnail set up as well. I also wanted to teach a little lesson in what clickbait actually is. That thumbnail was clickbait because it promised something that the video was absolutely not. Other videos that have an alluring thumbnail that make you want to click are not inherently clickbait unless they are baiting you, aka getting you to click and then in no way delivering on what the thumbnail promised, aka what I did in this video and what I've never done in any other video. But there's a lot of good stuff going on, and it's not just good things with Moonton with regard to the test server. They also have officially asked me to be one of the creators that is part of the anniversary interview, so that is going to be the theme of this video. Two quick housekeeping things to do before then, though. We are on the test server, and we do have a lot of beautiful things set up. I'm going to have a video tomorrow already showcasing some of the true power of Valara, and Valara is insane. Also, I apologize for my voice, guys. The reason I didn't post yesterday, I got sick when I was traveling home to Utah, but I am home now. And you may also see the video quality is looking a bit better. Here is my good mic. It should be sounding really good. Let me know how the sound is in the comment section below. And on top of all of that, I got my PC set up. It's been almost 2.5 months since this thing broke. I ended up having to make the hard decision to completely wipe everything, factory reset, and re-download Windows, but we're back. And we're also back on the test server. So you can see I've got all my tacticians. I already built out an A5 Valara as well as an A2. Let's make this an A5 Moradin. I have a ton of content planned, including the Valara video I just mentioned. But if there's anything else specifically you guys want to see, please do let me know, because I want to be giving you the content you want. Now that I'm not traveling, I don't have anything else going on except for content creation, I'm going to be completely locked in for the next month. There's going to be updates left, right, and center. You're going to be getting at least a video, if not 2 videos a day on this channel, and things should be pretty golden. Also, daily content on my other 2 channels, nearly daily content. This channel is still the main channel. This is the focus. But you can see here, we are cooking with tacticians. Should be a lot of fun. The second and final piece of housekeeping is going to be this. You guys are awesome. So I gave Prospector a big shout out because he did so well by me. And honestly, he's just such a good guy and a good friend behind the scenes. And I'm not taking credit for all this at all, but he is up 600 subscribers since our video 2 days ago. He also made a really good video in between, so this might have something to do with it. You guys can go check it out. Nice little damage testing for Moradin on his test server. Really, really cool stuff. I suggest it. But yeah, I just want to say you guys spoke with the subscribe button. I said, if you support people who support people, you support people that care about community, go sub to Prospector. And he went from 10.1 to 10.7 in less than 48 hours. So that is really freaking cool. But the theme of this video is I'm going to be one of the people interviewing or being included in the interview with Moonton. The way it's going to work, it's me and 4 other creators. I don't know who they are. I heard Susie's doing it. I would assume the other ones are probably who you could guess. I'm sure War Guides is in there. And then 2 out of the other 5 daily-ish creators we're lucky enough to have in this game. Should be a lot of fun. Essentially, there's going to be 2 parts to that interview. The first part is going to be a presentation for the second half of 2025 and maybe even the beginning of 2026 that the developers will make for us. And then the second half of the interview, not the second half of the year, the second half of the interview will be us asking questions to the developers. They said, make a video asking your community to create a list of questions you're going to ask. And you know, I will not hold back. I did this once before, and I did not hold back. I want to ask every important question on your mind. So do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do the community a favor, and get in the comments and ask whatever most important questions you want the devs to answer in this interview during the Q&A section. Additionally, take the time to go through the comments and give, an upvote, a little thumbs up, like the comments of the questions you like, because I will be selecting, the handful of the most voted on questions, the ones that the community, my viewers, seem to be most interested in me asking the developers. To get things started, I decided to, the other day when I was streaming my Gearade 3, 22, and 23 clear, that VOD is on YouTube, you can go watch it. I decided to start thinking up some questions of my own, and then I opened it up to the chat, and we already got a couple questions out here. So let's just go through these together, and maybe these will get your inquisitive and creative juices flowing as you get ready to write the questions you want me to ask in the comment section below. So the first one, this is the first one I thought of, and then the rest were me and a big contribution from all the viewers, all the people in chat. But the first thing that came to my mind was, would they consider making Volca unsellable or undismissible? Because as it stands now, obviously this is going to be the test server, but like you can sell Volca, and there's no other way to get a base copy of Volca in the entire game since she is unpullable outside of doing your Volca quest. Why can I not find my Volca? There she is. And this is actually the only one. They never gave me an additional on the test server. So if I went over here, can I find Volca quickly? I've got 1 million on the test server. All right, here she is. So basically, you can sell Volca. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to lose her. But they give you the option to do it, and then you will be without her forever, as it stands now in perpetuity, right? Like, there's no other way to get her. So what I suggest they do, because some people might, when they start playing the game and they don't realize how important and how rare she is and how exclusive she is just to getting her early through the quest line, they should just make it so she's unsellable. There's no option. You go to dismiss her, and it says this hero cannot be dismissed. I think that'd be a really easy, nice thing to add to the game. So this is my first question. The next one, I've heard a couple of people say this before, and I really like both of them, especially the first part. And this is, would they introduce Soulstone Shards or a Soulstone Pity to the drop rewards in Guild Boss 1? So, you know, they have Soulstone drops, but some people can go a year plus. You know, I did it. I went 13, almost 14 months without getting a Soulstone. It would be really nice if there was a pity for both the polished legendary hero Soulstones and the unpolished Soulstones, right? And that'd just be great. You know, maybe after you've opened 200 chests of one rarity, if you still haven't gotten a Soulstone since the last time you went 200 straight, then you're guaranteed it will be that. Maybe it's 400 because you're getting double chests. I don't know. That would be a nice system. Additionally, another solution, the one I like the most, is to make shards. So the way you can get a whole ancient summoning crystal, or you can get a shard of an ancient summoning crystal, we could introduce that with Soulstones. And that would essentially be like a pity, because you'd give it a much higher drop rate. So instead of the drop rate being, I don't know, 0.5%, you can make it 3 shards, and you need 30 shards for a Soulstone, and you could make the drop rate of that 5%. So it's 10 times more likely, but you are getting 1/10 the reward. You're only getting 10% of the materials you need to make a legendary or unpolished Soulstone. So because it's a much higher quantity, there'll be more frequency. Yes, you can have strings of bad luck, but it will equalize over time. I think that's a really, really cool thing, and I'm excited to pitch that to the developers. Next up, pretty straightforward, something very popular in other games. Could there be some kind of battle replay system? So let's say, you know, it's one thing, this is gonna be hard to show on the test server, but I don't have my other game open right now, but you know, it's one thing to go here. Let's go to Gearade 323, right? I haven't done this yet on the test server. Let's say we go over here. You go to recommended lineups. Okay, War Guides did it. No Chance did it, right? I can see the heroes, but it'd be really helpful if you could go and watch the replay. How did No Chance do it? How did War Guides do it, right? That would really help players. So I think that'd be a really cool addition. And then additionally, what I think would be the coolest use of the replay system, you could go back and rewatch your arena defense battles. Why did you lose? What happened? What was the cool strategy they did, or what went wrong in your defense that you can change? That'd be really nice in arena. Next up, the simplest thing of all time. Let's just really hope they add this. Once I find out who the other content creators in the interview are, maybe I can get us to team up for this question, because I just know this is like one of the most asked questions in all of Watch of Realms. We do have all these different cool mercy systems, pity systems, and they do give us a summoning record, but we cannot track it in game. They don't tell us. You have to go in and count and keep track yourself. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it'd be really nice if you could pop open your summoning record and right here it just said 122 summons since your last legendary, or in this case, 9 summons since your last legendary. And it'd be really nice if additionally it said 171 summons to pity, 191 summons to hard pity. That's where this situation would be at. I think that'd be really nice. It is so heavily requested. I think a lot of people would like it. And then here's one. About a year ago, they started this in-game survey as those come up once in a while. And it was asking if Watcher of Realms was to collaborate, do a crossover with another game, another property, some other IP, maybe a movie, and any piece of intellectual property, what would you be interested in? And that made us all think, oh, maybe something was coming for the end of the year. And no collab ever came. These kind of crossover collabs have been huge with other games, increasing their popularity. This would be monstrous for Watcher of Realms. Watcher of Realms is using Gollum in some of their ads. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up on the screen right now. It is unhinged and it is crazy. If you're going to tease pictures of Lord of the Ring characters as though they're going to appear in the game, how about you just do a collab with Lord of the Rings? I think they need to do a Helm's Deep, Two Towers crossover collab, and it would shoot this game into the stratosphere, and it would be pretty freaking sweet. There we go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Fastidious. Sorry for the bit of trolling at the beginning. Like I said, I'm only going to leave the thumbnail up for a handful of minutes, but I don't know. A lot of people don't seem to know what clickbait is. And I thought I'd give you a good example for the people who catch this in the first 20 minutes, a good example of what clickbait actually is, where you click on something and what you are given is not the thing you clicked upon. Think about it. Thank you. I've been Fastidious. Share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.